culinary clash for new flavors. Rediscover the flavors at the Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020. Witness cooking demos and gain new ideas from our special guest chefs. Also experience relaxing and comfortable hotels and taste the true flavors all in all in the Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020 this February 21, 22, and 2020 at the SMX CONVENTION CENTER Manila, Pasay City. Registrations for the event and the culinary masterclass are still open. So what are you guys waiting for? See you all there, Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020.
There you have, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a warm round of applause for that wonderful video from the Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020, featuring some of our event partners and sponsors, and of course our featured chefs for the Culinary Masterclass, which will again be happening on February 22, 2020 at the SMX Convention Center, Pasay City. Now, we will be showing you another video, of course, of the company, the organizers of Food and Hotel Expo Manila, alongside the World Travel Expo and other events. Let's watch.
The organizer that brings excitement to your business. The organizer of the successful World Travel Expo. Real Estate Expo Manila. World Travel Lifestyle Expo. World Travel Market Asia. And Food and Hotel Expo Manila. Asia Conventions and Exhibitions International Corporation advocates in championing and promoting local and international business in one powerful platform for trade shows, conferences, expos, and even large convention groups. So come and join our events as we offer exciting and better exhibitions through our innovation. Asia always chooses to hold its trade shows at a premier venue to complement our outstanding events. Experience Asia events like never before. Bigger and better. Complete package like no other. For more information, you'll check out the websites and Facebook pages of each event. Or contact us at 579-7185. Asia Events. Witness innovation towards the future.
A round of applause for that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. I know you're a bit tired already in my voice, but we can't do anything about it. Just kidding. All right. Anyways, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to open the floors for any questions that you may have for our sponsors and chefs, featured chefs from our media friends. We can start off, of course, with some questions. I think we have a question for our friends, but before that, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of one of our sponsors as well, who just joined us in, and would like to welcome, of course, Ms. M. Borlaza from Creative View Philippines. Let's give her a warm welcome. Thank you, ma'am, for being here with us today. Kahit medyo traffic all the way from Alabang. Thank you for being here with us. Now, I think we have, since you just arrived, I think it's just proper as well to throw in the first question to our friends from Creative View Philippines. And we would like to hand over the microphone to our friends from Primer. Let's, of course, hand over the microphone to Primer. Please introduce your name first and your company.
Brian from Primer Media. So my question is for Creative View Philippines. Yeah. What special promotions will you be doing only into food and hotel Expo Manila?
Our product actually focuses on more on commercial displays. So if this product will be placed in hotels and restaurants or cafes, it would actually help the company to for the visibility of their products or services that they offer. So since we are a vendor, so the products that we have actually came from the mainland. So we offer competitive prices amongst other competitors that we have here in the country. So for promoting the products, we just started this year. Yeah, this is the first event that we have. So or we just joined, and then moving forward, so we're looking to travel agencies, airlines, and of course we will focus on hotels.
Thanks so much, Brian, for that. Thank you so much, Margaret, for answering that question. And maybe we can elaborate more if you can tell our new friends and tell them more, of course, about Create View Philippines. Please tell them about your company.
Yeah, Create View is just a newbie in the Philippines. We just started here or branched out here in the Philippines way back November of last year. And our mother company is actually located in Guangzhou, China. We are a manufacturing company of large format displays and of course smart education equipment. So what we have or what we are offering is a diverse commercial display that will help hotels and restaurants, like I mentioned a while ago, to promote or have a visibility of your products. So unlike what we have here in the Philippines, the local market that we are offering, our products offer 24/7. At the same time, a commercial display that is powered by Android or Windows. So it's not a local TV or ordinary television that we have. You can do more on an all-in-one PC rather than have a television. You can have multiple screens that will show a moving text, a video, a menu, and a directory at one display. So, and you can actually tell your customers to explore your menu or your services while they're watching a video. So it's a multi-function commercial display that we think more efficient than a regular television that what we have here in the Philippines.
Thank you so much, Ma'am M. Thank you for sharing that with us. Please give her a warm round of applause. This is Liza from Create View Philippines and one of our partners, of course, and sponsors for the Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020. Next question, I think, will be coming in from our friend from Manila Bulletin. Let's welcome, of course, Bobby to ask this question.
Master Flex. Well, what does your company offers? What does your company offer that will make you a standout from others?
Actually, when we say Mastex, kasi we offer all different sa kitchen. So, everything that we need in your kitchen, we fully created products to give, to satisfy the customer. And we can assure that it's very affordable and, but, you know, hindi kino-compromise yung quality. So, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bobby, for asking that question. Thank you to our friend, of course, from Massflex. Thank you, Sir Nel Camba. Now, next up, a question I think will be coming in from one of our bloggers. Let's welcome Paul to ask this question. There you go.
Hello, good afternoon. Just want to answer for McCormick, are there any products you're gonna launch specifically to the event? New products you're gonna launch?
Hello. Actually, it's not really new. We launched it like 2 years ago. It's still the new seasoning blend. So we have the cinnamon, sugar, herb seasoning, Mexican, stir-fried green Cajun, and garam masala. So walang new product, pero ito talaga yung pinaka-newest namin right now.
And I think, Ma'am Carla, this is MSG free, no?
Yes. So, actually, like na-mention ko a while ago na we have a line specific for seasoning blends na very, very new in the market. Actually, if you look at the yung supermarkets or specialty stores, wala pa talaga nag-offer yan. It's really just McCormick. And ano pa yung good about this is that it's MSG free. So, it's, I would say that it's healthy, but it's MSG free. So low to no salt at all. So it's really good for our body. So there.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering that question. Thank you, our friend from, of course, one of our bloggers, Paul, for that question. Now, let's move on to our friend from Tempo to ask a question, I suppose, for our friend from HR Pack. Oh, let's move on instead, of course, with a friend of ours from, another blogger, Miss Anne Purificacion, please.
Good afternoon. This for HR Cap. What are the benefits that the members will get when they become
Correct. So thank you for the question. Benefits for being a member of HR Cap is very diverse. First, there are partner brands that we have. For example, National Blade Works, our sponsor and our partner. Whenever they would buy a knife from National Blade Works, then they would have a 10% discount on the cost of the knife. Also, ito yung mga discounts and benefits. Also, the non-skid kitchen clogs. When they buy through HR Cap or they present their membership card for HR Cap, they get a discount also. Other non-tangible benefits would be the network that you are going to have when you become a member, because you will be in a database. Your name will be in the database of our members that we would refer to employers or job opportunities for hotels, restaurants who are looking for line cooks, for sous chefs. So, medyo malaking bagay yun pagdating sa mga kitchen professionals, yung mga referrals coming from the association, because of course, we would like to give the confidence to whoever's hiring that the kitchen professional that we're going to refer to them will be of good character and highly skilled also. So those are the non-tangible benefits. And also there are events like this one that they can participate. We also refer to brands for product demonstration or cooking demonstration, and also to TV shows. Kapag naghahanap ka mag-demo, for example, sa iba't ibang TV shows, then we also refer, kasi may network ng mga talent researchers para naghahanap ng mga pang-guesting. So we refer our members to them. So it's very good exposure, especially now in the age of multimedia, not only traditional media like TV and radio, but also online. Because as kitchen professionals, we want our names to be put out there na makilala dun sa field, right? So those are the benefits. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angelo, for that. Thank you. Next up, we have a question here from our friend from JV News TV's. Let's welcome our segment producer from the show. From question for Fire Play Corporation. Shane, please.
Hi, sorry, I'm Kay from Kapampangan Mall in the city.
Yeah, this is for Miss Sal. So, Farkley is a tech company. So, how do you play out in a booming hospitality industry here in the Philippines?
Okay. We are part as a tech company catering the hospitality industry. No, you mean how do you participate? Okay.
How do you take part in
In the booming. Okay. Yes. We also have a software that caters the property management system that integrates with the OTA, which is very helpful sa booming ng hospitality industry and also in the restaurant. Before kasi diba kailangan natin maging recommended itong from hearsay, yung mga gano'n. Ngayon, pwede na kahit sa pag-book mo sa website, makikita mo na yung review. Bago ka pa dumating, alam mo na yung ini-expect mo. So that's a very good side natin ngayon, which is very helpful sa industry ng hospitality. So also for the mobile apps, yun ngayon, pwede ka na mag-book din ng seat mo on the restaurant, yung bago ka dumating, hindi fully book, yung meron ka sigurado mo upan. Yun yung part namin na tumutulong with booming hospitality and in industry of the Philippines.
There you go. Thank you so much. Thank you for that explanation, ma'am. And for answering that question. Now, let's move on to our friend, another blogger, of course, Angela's Adventure, I suppose. Let's welcome Michael to ask this question for McCormick.
Hi. Okay, this is for McCormick. When producing condiments, how do you make it both healthy and tasty?
Okay. In McCormick kasi, we source our products internationally. So, I'm not really sure kung how to answer your question na how do we make it healthy and tasty. Pero we know that in terms of yung quality of our product, it's really good. Kasi nga we source it abroad or kung saan siya kilala. Like for example, yung cinnamon ground namin, sa US siya. So how do we, in terms of processing mismo ng ingredient, so we wait until yung cinnamon tree is like 15 years old na. So in terms of process siya, that's why we believe that it's potent. So meaning since it's potent, pag na-blend na siya or napadala dito and we use it na sa kitchens natin, mas natitikman natin kumbaga yung product, diba? So kaya it's tastier din. In terms of healthy, actually hindi ko sure kung healthy kasi we don't want McCormick to be positioned as something healthy. Kasi syempre, may iba pa rin products na may MSG. But what we believe in is that MSG is not really bad for the body. So yun naman siya. Yun yung belief din namin sa McCormick. So, yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Carla, for that. Thank you. Now, let's move on to our friend from Manila to ask a question to our friend from Aspects.
While maintaining your low price range, how will you compete with other brands during the same price?
Actually, we're very active in different events. So that's why we join for the Expo Manila. So we're focusing on the matters and we be part of the different brands like to have a branded name. And yeah, we have competitive price naman in the market and we've been 30 years na in the market. So I think those aspects will assess na talagang Mastex is one of the leader operators of work and in the market. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Next up, I suppose we have some questions here for our 6 featured chefs for the Food and Hotel Expo Manila Culinary Masterclass. Let's start off with our friend from the media, Trinoni. Yeah, you have a question, I suppose, for one of the chefs. But
I'm Noli for OPM. I have a question for Chef Ruben.
Unfortunately, he's not here, but they can answer the question most likely one of our chefs most likely can
I
answer
get
the
the
question.
chef can answer my question. As bilang kilalang chef dito sa Pilipinas, what is your best advice to the young and aspiring chef in the country today?
Chef Manny?
Talagang pahingalan, sir. Yes. Okay. Actually, from the very beginning, lahat ng chef nag-start in a lower position sa kitchen. Rose from the rank. Ako nga po I started as 18th chef dishwasher, pinakamababa. Assistant pa po ako ng dishwasher. So, ganun po nag-i-start yung rango namin sa kusina. But ang gusto ko pong sabihin, yung perseverance, dun sa gusto mo talagang goal na marating, yung increase ng power mo, kumbaga, na pagtiyagaan yung trabaho dun sa hirap na dadanasin mo when it comes in culinary world or dun sa trabaho po sa hot or cold kitchen na yan. So yung tiyaga, pagpupursige, at saka po yung pangarap mo talagang tumaas. Hindi lang may hinto na dun sa gusto mong mangyari. So at the age, ako po, I'm 46 na po. Gusto ko pa pong matuto. Ayaw pong dito. And alam niyo naman yung trend ngayon, mga fusion, mga bago, gastro. So at the age of traditional na natutunan ko, hindi po ako dapat huminto doon. Kailangan may bagong learnings. Sila naman, yung mga batang paparating, yung mga pasibol, sila naman yung mas na-encourage namin through na i-share din yung kanilang knowledge pag marunong na. Or pag fully knowledgeable na po when it comes sa pagluluto. And I'm proud to say that I'm also a member of HR Cup. Sir, at saka si Sir Robin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chef Manny. Again, thank you as well for, of course, being with us and for answering a question on behalf of Chef Ruben who's here with us today. Now, let's move on to another question from Mr. Michael from Angelo Explorer for Chef Eva.
Hi, good afternoon po, Chef. You mentioned a while ago that you are into pastries. So what did you decide to really specialize as a pastries for?
I guess it came from the family business of my husband. Kasi they own a, if I may say, hindi naman sa akin taka sa ano ko, but they own a bakery chain in Quezon. They have all 15, they have all 15 branches. And most of yung mga oven nila, which is Sinmag, yung mga gamit that they're not using. This is actually not my first course. I am an engineer by profession. And I just started to turn into being a pastry chef because of their gamit. And maybe because it's really my passion. When I was still a kid, talagang nagbe-bake na talaga ako. And then, I focused on the customized cakes. Kasi it's the trend. Most of the home bakers ngayon kasi, the customers, they prefer them kasi yung mga, hindi ko naman, andito ba ang Gold Deluxe? Hindi kasi yung mga, diba, mga commercialized na mga designs. Nandun ako sa customization. And then, the market really is there kasi mas gusto na ng tao yung online and then I became exposed there. And aside from that, I love eating cakes, I love eating sweets, and I'm really hungry for I have this really, yung passion ko for baking is really there. The passion has to be there always.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Michael, for answering that question, Chef Eva. Now, I think we have another question here for Chef Odessa, our junior chef, from our friend from Manila Standard, Mr. Eton.
Good afternoon to every one of you. My question will go to Chef Odessa.
I'm here.
Hi, Chef Odessa.
Hello.
I turned semi-vegetarian since 1998. I strictly quit eating pork, beef, and chicken. That was 1998. Sabi nga nila ngayon, parang we'll go to that direction. And recently, medyo maingay yung introducing Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
He's a strong contender for Best Actor, diba? Yun. Sabi nila the Oscar will go vegan daw.
Yes.
As well as yung Grammy.
Yes, actually.
Can you give, medyo nahala, pero can you give some advantages of being a vegan?
Alright. Medyo mahaba po yung advantages, but in a nutshell, advantages first and foremost, sa health natin, of course. As far as I know talaga, the bad cholesterol, it only comes from the animal products. So, malaki talaga ang natutulong ng gulay. I think alam na natin to since dating-dati pa, but I know, I guess we all forgot. But, so gulay, very healthy. Actually, alam naman natin na number one cause talaga ng death is heart attack. And I guess if we lean more towards a plant-based, medyo mas mababawasan siguro yung numbers, and especially sa animals, yung ethical naman po ang reason natin for being plant-based. Very, mas malaki ang advantage, syempre, for the animals. And for the environment, recently, I think it's going mainstream na even the CNN, they're featuring na the number one cause din kasi of the Amazon deforestation is the animal agriculture. So I think leaning more on a plant-based diet everywhere, it will help our planet, our health also. So that's it.
So it will be more mutually beneficial for,
Yes,
for the
for
planet,
everyone, I
for
think.
everyone.
Yes, and I think it's more of our social responsibility then. We all have a social responsibility no matter what company we are. Yes.
That's right. That's just sabi natin. Thank you, Sir Ethan, for asking that question. You have a follow-up?
Chef, I guess I have follow-up questions.
Yes.
To those who'd like to do it, pero hindi pa ganun ka-decide, can you give example dishes or recipes
Na easy to make.
na pwede mo i-prepare for yung gusto mag-convert mo yun. Pero, I mean, yung pwedeng alternate sa meat, pero it's not meat.
Yung quick lang na pwedeng madaling i-prepare kahit
Well,
kasi.
if madali lang, back to basic, we go to tokwa. Yeah, tokwa is very accessible everywhere. I think the main key to para maging accessible yung plant-based eating is to make it more accessible, to make it more sustainable, and magiging sustainable lang ang isang plant-based diet if it is accessible sa lahat ng mapupuntahan. Actually, yun yung pinakamahirap ng isang nagpa-plant-based na gusto maging responsible is pag pumunta halimbawa sa isang hotel, wala silang makain. Which is, I think, it is my role din siguro as a chef na to make, kumbaga marami na gumagawa ng campaign eh. Kumbaga, para sa akin, kahit anong guilt ang gawin natin sa health and everything, pero kung hindi accessible ang gulay, hindi accessible ang vegetarian o vegan, mahirap i-keep up. So I just
Oo nga, I agree on
yes,
that.
diba?
Taste
So it's, I think, itong wave na itong generation natin na ito, I think magiging mas accessible na ito. We have to start somewhere. I think this is it na.
They're trying to make it easy
Yes.
already for the vegetarians.
Yeah. And with Joaquin Phoenix going everywhere na he's making a plant-based, like yung mga special events, I think it's a good statement. It's a very bold statement talaga.
Thanks so much.
And thank you.
Thank you for that. Sabi nga nila,
Question is regarding Selah Garden. I visited Selah Garden 2 years ago. What's the difference of Selah Garden before and now in terms of the hotel and the restaurant? Actually, the restaurant catering is kasi yung 2 years ago, parang wala po yung daan sa catering. Simple dishes.
I started to work here from July 2017. So before I came in, ito kasi ay missionary house. So, then kinonvert po sa hotel. So, meaning talagang nagsaserve po sila dito. Actually, inabutan ko is a all-day breakfast. So, they converted it to the hotel. So, as part of my job as a executive chef, baguhin yung mga pagkain. Kasi nga, all-day breakfast lang sinaserve. And then, of course, aside from mga social event na nangyayari dito ngayon, way back 2017, talaga pong tumaas. And then, nadagdagan po dyan yung mga bago namin outside catering, tsaka po yung aming mga high-hopes activities na sinasagawa sa Selah Garden. And of course, for your information, yung Miss Asia Pacific, dito rin po kasi ginala. So, ibang-iba na po talaga si Selah way back nakaraang 2 taon. So, yun po ang history ng Selah Garden.
Thank you so much, Chef Manny. Thank you. Then again, let's move on to our next question from UNEO, Philippines, one of our blogger, of course, partners. Let's welcome Eds to ask this question for Chef Anthony.
Hi, my question is for Chef Anthony. How did you come up with your current business?
So, current business po. So, as of now, I'm home-based commissary po. If ever may cater po ako sa bahay kong ginagawa ngayon. Before kasi meron akong restaurant sa may Navaliches. So, ngayon po, much better po kasi for startup business na doon muna ako sa bahay gumagawa. Other questions po?
I suppose you have another question. Again, a friend of ours from UNEO also, from Beyond. Yes?
Yes, for Chef Anthony again. As a chef and a food stylist, what do you think is more important to the customers? Is it the presentation or the taste of your food?
First thing po, unang-unang kumakain sa customer natin is mata. So, the food itself should be sobrang, alam nyo yun, pag nakita mismo yung food, dapat mismo, parang babae lang yan. Pag nakita yung babae na naka-makeup, wow, ang ganda niya. Like in the food, pag nakita mo yung food na paglapad-lapad pa lang sa table, wow. Parang ayoko nang hawakan. Ayoko nang kainin. Plus then, second, pag kinain, yung napakagandang plating. That's the wow factor. So, 70%, then 30% finish.
There you go. Thank you so much, Chef. Thank you. Now, let's move on to a question for Chef Fatty, courtesy from a friend from WW. Shane, please.
Hi, Chef Sandy. I'm Jane from Loving What You Do. So I have a lot of friends na gusto maging chef. Can you please share us what or who inspired you to become a chef?
Actually, my grandma inspired me. Kasi sobrang galing niya magluto. Back in the day, bata pa lang ako, when I was parang 5 or 7 years old, I would sneak into the kitchen. Ayaw ng daddy ko na magluto ako kasi matatalsikan daw, mantika, tapos may knives. But my lola insisted on teaching me. That's when the passion really started. And then, in addition to that, I'm a single parent, I'm a single mom. So I have to do everything I can for the family and to feed them. So para hindi sila ma-left out dun sa mga classmates nila na pa-fast food and everything, I have to do it my way. I mean, if they want a burger steak that I cannot afford to go to a place to feed them all, I have 4 kids. So I have to do it myself. So doon talaga kumbaga parang na-reinforce niya yung passion na I did it. Kumbaga, kung passionate ka about something, you have to also dig in deeper. Hindi pwedeng gusto mo lang siya. It's not enough that you want it. You have to really, really, really want it and do it. Yun. Tapos yun, eventually, it's the easiest thing to do to earn money kasi when you're into food. Kasi super simple, you can sell or you can make it your own business. And now, I am proud to say that from having started cooking from home, I have a really small business where I cook yung line of work ko ngayon, I need not be employed anywhere else. Ano na lang, cooking na lang talaga. So that's when it really started.
Thank you so
And
much.
plus pala, I wanted to add yung kay Chef Odessa, if you're interested in learning vegan, kasi baka shy pa siya to promote herself, she'll be cooking vegan dishes on her demo.
During the
During the culinary masterclass. That's actually she's really the freshest addition to the team. Kasi yun talaga yung hinanap namin na parang tawag nga niya sa sarili niya, wild card. Parang something different. We have here sa hotel, we have pastry chef, and Chef Ruben is into northern food. And ako, I do kitchen hacks and everything. And may breath of fresh air tayo dito na si Chef Odessa. So, watch out for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, let's move on to our last question from Primer. I suppose we have one more question from Primer for our friend for Hotel Solo.
Hotel Solo. Question, sir. Do you have any discounts or coupons that you'll give to those who will visit our booth?
Yes, we have a different discount scheme. Meron tayo sa mga true merchandise item. Actually, for the all 3 days, mamimigay lang kami ng merchandise item. And that merchandise item have at least a discount from 10% to 22% and fun games. And we will feature also our family-oriented group. No? Kasi, pag sinabi kasi Soko, it's a hotel, but actually, we are for everyone. We also feature the family-oriented group. And to showcase our foundation, like Soko Cares. Kasi marami din nakakalam na si Soko may foundation din. So, for 10 years, we're giving a free medical mission across the country by the brand of Soko.
Thank you so much, our friend from Hotel Solo. Thank you, sir, for answering the question. Now we have one last question from our friend Best Magazine, I suppose. That's right. Sure, please.
Good afternoon to everyone. This coming February 21, 22, and 23 will be your Food and Hotel Expo Manila. So what will be the highlight of the event? Because I've been roaming around looking for anything under the sun, parang walang something na maganda na makikita about the exhibit or expo, like giving an award to somebody who excels in that expo. Siguro magandang suggestion lang yun for any expo na to give a merit to a certain exhibitor or anything. So yun lang yung napapansin ko lang na I've been roaming that I'm just giving you inputs, no? Kasi iba pa rin po talaga yung excel or you're given an award or a certain group, no, nagiging highlight siya. Magiging that will inculcate the mind of the exhibitor na ito na dyan sumali sa expo kasi nagbibigay sila ng award. Binibigyan nila ng parang distinction or recognition of a certain brand or a certain entity regarding hotel or sa food business.
Thank you, Richard, for that suggestion. But definitely, the Ad Asia, the organizer of the event, Food and Hotel Expo Manila, and the upcoming World Travel Expo Manila is considering already to have an award segment in the upcoming World Travel Expo. So thank you for that suggestion. But with regards to the highlight for the Food and Hotel Expo Manila, we will be highlighting, of course, our 6 featured chefs alongside with all the brands and sponsors of the event for us to highlight, of course, the North and South culinary fusion. So that will be a very exciting thing to look forward to during the event, of course. So there you go. So I suppose we can do one last round of invites from our sponsors and partners to invite our media friends for the upcoming Food and Hotel Expo Manila 2020. Let's start off again with our friend from, of course, Fireplay Corporation to invite our friends. Please, ma'am.
We would like to invite you sa coming event. Visit niyo yung booth namin. We will be showing you the new and trend dito sa hospitality industry. So, yan. Sana maging informative din yung ano namin, yung ipapakita namin during the expo. Here.
our friend from Hotel Sogo, please.
Everybody, drop by on our booth 122. We're giving exciting freebies. Especially pinakabago namin ngayon yung face mask. Yung nag-trend for coronavirus and Regus promo. Yung face mask promo namin.
Ano yun, sir? Can you elaborate on that?
Meron kami na bagong Expo kasi maraming merchandise item din, sir. So, pinaka-latest namin is yung face mask.
Face mask?
Since we donate 5,000 face masks sa Taal.
Okay.
Yun as a part of our advertisement. So, drop by lang kayo sa booth namin. Bibigyan ko kayo. Thank you.
That's nice. Face mask. Looking forward to that. Okay, thank you, sir. Norvin Lloyd Borja, our friend from Hotel Sogo. Ma'am Carla Gia from Cornell.
Hello, ayan. So I'd like to invite you all again. So February 21 to 23, booth number 139 and 134. So I forgot to mention na we'll also do sampling, food sampling. So ang highlight kasi namin, diba, Spencer, is yung product. So we'll be providing you, I think, with a soup bar. So pwede ka mamili if you want it spicy, if you want sweet, so we have that. So, yun. We'll also do selling, so at a special rate. So, if you buy dun sa venue natin, so special price siya. So, I hope you visit us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Carla Gian, our friend from Cormy, Philippines. Moving on, our friend from HR Cap, Angelo Quezon.
Good afternoon, everyone. We want to invite you to Food and Hotel Expo, February 21 to 23. We're going to have a booth wherein we're going to accept walk-in applicants for HR CAP. Part of the benefits of being members with assistance in looking for jobs here and abroad, especially we have a tie-up for Australian opportunities to get a job and migrate in Australia. Also, we're very excited to partner with Food and Hotel Expo, where it's a one-stop shop for everything and anything that you need about food and hotel. If you're in the business, if you're a practitioner, then might as well come and experience how it is to be in one setting. Wala ka nang hahanapin pa. Everything is in Food and Hotel Expo Manila. So
Thank you for saying that, Sir Angelo. Thank you. Now, next up, let's welcome our friend, of course, Sir Nel, please, our friend from Massplex.
Yeah, hello. Yung team ngayon ng food, yung Expo Manila is very maganda. So, let's support them. Let's support yung ibang booth na na-attend doon. And hopefully, you will support us din, yung Massplex. So, we will be having selling. So, kagaya nila, we will be having yung prices different from the market. So, just go and get the chance to buy new cookware. And we will also be having interactive demo where you can try cooking using our cookware. So hindi lang kumbaga matatry mo siya before you buy it. So that's a good chance to do it. So hopefully you can see, I can see you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Nel. Thank you so much, our friend from Massplex and Kitchen Pro. Next up, of course, Create View Philippines, Ms. Amber Lawson.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm inviting each and every one of you to drop by to our booth. That would be number 21 and 22, I guess. And with that, you can actually touch and feel our equipment that you can use to boost your advertisement in your restaurant and hotels and cafe. And with like with that, we also have introductory price that would actually, that's the 50% off to all restaurant and cafes that would have my order.
Thank you so much, our friend from Create View Philippines. Now, let's hand over the microphone to our friends, our chefs, who will be having the culinary masterclass. Please do invite them to the one-day cooking demo, featuring, of course, all the recipes that you will be offering, all the creative and yummy recipes you will be creating on that one-day cooking demo. Chef Danny?
Thank you, Sir JT. Thank you again, Aisha. Anyway, this is again Chef Taddy. I would like to invite everyone to watch our culinary masterclass on the 22nd. We will be featuring South and Northern culinary fusion. And you have also Chef Ruben, who is not here. He'll be representing one of the North. The three boys will represent the North, and us girls will represent the South. And I hope you do drop by And feel free to sign up. We have a sign up sheet or sign up form over at the page of Food and Hotel Expo Manila, and please like the page and also follow the Instagram account of Food and Hotel Expo Manila for more updates and freebies, I hope. And that is it. If you're ever down south, please visit my bistro. I own Purple Time Bistro. Your first mojito is on me. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Chefs, please.
First, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And for the Food and Hotel Expo, my role there is to prove to you that vegetables are not totally boring. They are so good. They are so good for you and for the planet. And I would like to grab this opportunity to thank Alicia, because this kind of thing is a big deal in our community, in our vegan community. That's why maraming salamat po. And also, if you're down south, invite ko na rin po kayo dun sa, I have a really small cafe called Reasons Cafe. It's running 5 years already, and proving vegetables are really good.
Thank you so much. Chef Anthony?
Good afternoon again. Once again, I'm Chef Anthony Ang. Ini-invite po namin kayo na umattend this coming February 22 sa Food and Hotel Expo Manila. Mr. JC, thank you so much, and Alicia. So, maasahan niyo po na i-share namin yung story po namin, or story ko po, where saan po ako nag-umpisa. At kami po mga mag-asama hanggang saan na po ngayon. Yun po, to give you an inspirational po, at saka yung mga nanonood sa amin. Yun po, para mag-boost energy po nila at maging inspired po kami sa kanila para ituloy po nila yung pangarap po nila. Since naging in-demand po yung kanila. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Anthony. Chef Viva, please.
Hi, this is Chef Diva again, and the next time you'll be seeing me, I'll probably be having a front in cake in front of all of you, and we'll be decorating it as a naked cake, probably a fondant cake, and then from the southern flavor na the yema cake. So be sure to be there, and also would like to take this opportunity na rin to promote a very small bake shop in Pasay City. It's called Viva Vanilla. So as the millennial says, makorni, joke lang. Good afternoon and thank you thank you for being here. Hope to see you there.
I like that, Chef Viva.